72 car, Randy the Rocket Rusnell is in victory lane, and here comes the finish line. We've seen some good ones, but Randy's is the best. High-fiving fans. He'd kiss some babies if they were there. He'd be doing full Randy is pumped up. I don't think I ever interviewed anyone as excited to talk to me as you are. This car, I mean, you told me you had a vibration in practice, you guys were fighting through it, and then you go back 2 weeks ago, you didn't even have a car. You had a chassis, but you didn't have a motor, you didn't know if you were going to finish the season. Catch me up on things. Like, what happened in these last 2 weeks?
Didn't have gears for it either, but good old Visa, I guess, comes through. I got to tip my hat off to Nick Roth. He's running strong out there, and apologize if I got into him a couple times, but I wanted this win, and the car got loose the last 5 laps, and we were hanging on for everything we could. So, if no harm, no foul, I don't think, but got to definitely tip my hat off to him. He's running strong. He's proven that the last 3 weeks.
I got to ask because I saw just how crushed your whole team was when you had the blown motor and problems with the rear end. How much work went into getting the 72 car back in action tonight?
Well, we still got issues with it, but it's just finding them. You basically got to take the car apart and start from scratch. Do what you know how to do, and if you see anything that you think's a little unordinary, at least either try and address it or fix it.
This car seemed to wake right up in the heat race qualifiers from where it was a couple of weeks back, even before the motor expiring. And I don't know if it was a new. Did you change the setup between the heat race and the features? Is this the exact same car that you had out there in the heat race? Like you turned some heads through both your qualifying heat races and then followed up with a strong feature performance.
We made some minor adjustments, but I mean, for the most part, it's what we've been running all night. We tried a little bit of a sway bar adjustment, and I'm one of them guys that's never happy unless you're out front winning. And I mean, you ask anybody on our crew, it's we don't stop, and I got to tip my hat off to my crew because they stick by me every week, and they make it happen as well. I got to thank my wife Joanne. I got to thank Tyler, one of my fans up in the stands, for the piece of gum he gave me, and after the heat went. And McMaster Pontiac for, or I guess it's not Pontiac anymore, but McMaster Orangeville, and what are they, GMC, Chevrolet Buick. I think I got that right. So anyhow, I got to thank them too.
So you had one extended distance race win in the MRA Pro Series event, now one weekly series win. Are we going to see you back on Wednesday night in round 2 of the MRA Pro Series to go for a 2 for 2 and 50-lap competition?
Oh, definitely. We'll be here without a shadow of a doubt. Hopefully we can get this little bit of a vibration figured out by then. And but nothing's going to keep us from showing up here. It's our favorite place to be. So, and I also want to thank, I know half the fans left, but the ones that are still here, I want to thank them for coming out and supporting Sunset Speedway as well.
Randy, you're a phenomenal ambassador for Sunset Speedway and the sport in general. I know I'm supposed to be unbiased, but I'm pumped to see you back in victory lane then.
Okay.
I
just want to thank all my sponsors, but I want to thank Mike DeLuke from Part-Timer Signs, who's here tonight. So this one's for his family.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, car number 72. It's 7 new season.